Alrighty, this may not be the most high quality, but I'm just uploading this because it was requested by Reddit user Rock Bands Are Live. So on the Animusic subreddit, they posted that they wanted like a unboxing of a lot of the Animusic stuff, and I think I've got pretty much the complete collection right here, along with the two T-shirts that released way back when. So I've got the CDs here. Here's the Blu-ray. Although, unfortunately, I will not be unwrapping the Blu-ray or the Japanese Animusic 2 DVD, strictly because they're both still in the shrink wrap when I got them, so I'm just going to preserve them for the collection. And along with, of course, my DVD of Kansas Device Voice Drums Performance, which is still Animusic related because of the album art and two short animations involving this set that Wayne designed, which is also on the CD as well. So those are some unique parts of the collection, the CD and DVD of Kansas Device Voice Drum. So yeah, those are the two things I won't be opening. Anyway, so obviously there's my 3 DVDs. So here's the original one for the first Animusic. Obviously no insert and a somewhat basic disc print. A little bit different from Animusic Special Edition. I actually will show a comparison of that really quick. So Special Edition obviously has an insert, and then this disc is a lot more different. And I think I just now realized that this one is from Acoustic Curves, and this one is from Future Retro. I thought they were supposed to be both from Future Retro, but I guess I just now noticed that this little center part of the DVD is supposed to represent the bass drum in Acoustic Curves, as you can see by the purple drumsticks. So yeah, those are both the DVDs from the first Animusic video album. Here's the backside as well. Not entirely done with Animusic 1 yet, because I've also got the soundtrack on CD. And on the back, you can obviously see there's the 3 extra tracks of 7th Alloy, A Slight Delay, and The Harvester. Interesting tracks, although they were unfortunately never animated. I do hope to see a Animusic animation of those at some point. The CD very closely resembling the DVD of Special Edition. Nearly identical, really. This one's just missing the DVD logo on there. Obviously because it's a CD. Then there's the insert, which I'll actually show off in just a second. It's a little difficult doing this one-handed. So yeah, basically just explaining what this CD is, what Animusic is, and a little note from Wayne and the Animusic team. Then, of course, there's a still image from Future Retro on here, taking up both pages. And then some stuff from Pipe Dream, which I think this is the image, minus this keyboard and this other screen on top of it. I think this is the same image that was used for the mouse pad that they released on the Animusic store way back. Then there's Drum Machine. There's Wayne right there. Computer screen. And the track list. Once again. So let's slide that back into the CD case. Nifty thing. So that's most of Animusic 1. The very last thing I have of Animusic 1, and was also probably the most rare part of my collection, is the VHS tape. Now, this thing was actually harder to find than the Sound of 12 CD originally. Because not many of these things were made, especially when they were outsourced by the DVD. And even then, this DVD is still less common because Special Edition was the most common made video copy of the first Animusic album. But yeah, here's the sleeve. So on both sides, it looks relatively the same, although at different sides of the set stage of stick figures. Here's the back and the top. And then let's show you the tape itself. Mine's a little bit damaged, but I'm still happy to have it as part of the collection, nonetheless. Not complaining. So there's my tape. Now, on to Animusic 2. So here's the normal DVD that released pretty much everywhere. Then there's the insert and the DVD, which has an image of fiber bundles on it. Oh, and before I forget about the special edition insert right here, let me show that off really quick before we get back into Animusic 2. Once again, very difficult single-handed. But basically, this thing folds out into what the main menu looks like. So there's the main menu, and then, like example, when you select bonus, it will go to this screen. And then when you select track index, it will go down to here. And as you can see, it's all the different features of each track. And then there's the setup, which leads to this screen. And then on the back, there's just some stills and images of what you will find on this DVD. So let's put that insert back. Alright, time to take a look at the Animusic 2 insert. If I can get this thing out. Oh, jeez. Really hope I don't bend it. There we go. Oh yeah, I forgot how large this insert is. Oh yeah, this one has a much better layout than the initial one. Now let's check the backside. Cool stuff. So yeah, this is the basic Animusic 2 DVD. And then here's the Animusic 2 soundtrack on CD. And an interesting thing about the Animusic 2 soundtrack, the Heavy Light drum and bass submix can be found on DVD. If you watch the stage construction of Heavy Light, that is what you're hearing in the background, is the drum, bass, and submix from the Animusic 2 CD. And then the Fiber Bundles drum, bass, submix, and synth ambient submix, can also be found on the Animusic 2 DVD if you watch their respective solo parts on the Fiber Bundles special features. Now if I can open this case. There we go. Once again, just like with the Animusic 1 CD and DVD, nearly identical to the discs. Alright, and then here's the insert. This one being a lot less substantial than the first one. And then another thing from Animusic 2 that I can't really show much more of is the Japanese DVD, which if it still has the shrink wrap on it, it's going to have this little gold disc looking sticker, which I'm not entirely sure what that says because it's in Japanese. Can't really read Japanese. Although something that is a little bit unique about these Japanese Animusic 2 copies is each one of these, along with their insert, from what I remember, these came with a 2006 Animusic 2 calendar, which is pretty awesome. But once again, they were in Japanese, and I mean, considering nowadays a calendar from 2006, it's a little outdated. It's about 18 years old. Then here's the Blu-ray, which is basically just a Blu-ray version of Animusic 2, along with Pipe Dream, which is a little bit of a shame, because I kind of wish that the Blu-ray was both video albums remastered for HD. Because, I mean, they're both only a little over half an hour long, so they definitely would have been able to fit file-wise. Not really sure what's inside, but once again, not really willing to open this thing, but I'm certain you can find like a Mercari or eBay listing showing the inside from a used copy. Oh, and then for these, I forgot to show the CD and the insert. Nothing really too special, especially Animusic-wise. And oh my gosh, this... I forgot to mention how garbage the quality of this CD case is. I mean, then again, I did only spend like $8 on this thing. Yeah, there's disc 2. So let's put that there. Oh, and I forgot to mention which tracks from this album were Animusic animated. Hang on. Had to skip ahead. But the two tracks on here that have animated portions with these models is the intro is completely animated and instrumental, and then there's a short portion of Miracles Out of Nowhere that has this animated portion, which can be found on the YouTube channel of the, I believe, the Animusic Archival Project. Correct me if I'm wrong. Now for the two bonuses. I have the Sound of 12 CD. So here's the back. And then I'll open this. Here's the CD. Oh, and then there's the inside, which has the times for all of the track lists, which funnily enough, Progosaurus starts at 12:12. It's a little funny. All right, now let's take a look at this insert. If I can get it out without damaging it. There we go, got it out. Pretty cool. Oh, and by the way, for anybody... Oh, shoot, hang on. So for anybody who is still looking for the Sound of 12 CD as part of their Animusic collection, but can't seem to find it, mine was actually very fortunate with the timing and stuff, because I put this in my want list on Discogs, and about a year later, after having it just sitting there in my want list, because the way Discogs works is it has like a database of pretty much every single musical release ever. Most of the time it's physical releases like this. And it has the Sound of 12 CD on there. So I added it to my want list, and for about a year, I waited and nothing. But then Gmail sent me an email saying that somebody had made a listing for the Sound of 12 CD, and I bought it immediately. So that was my lucky story with this little guy. And then there's the demo DVD, which I mean, it doesn't originally come in this case. It comes in this like little sleeve, but I keep it in this case to, you know, keep it from getting damaged. And the funny thing about my demo DVD is I got it brand new. And here's something interesting about the demo DVD that not a lot of Animusic fans really know about, is obviously these things were originally, I believe, on display screens at Best Buy back when they were originally produced. And after these were like outsourced or what have you, or they were just removed from Best Buy, people probably just got their hands on these extra copies. But they were also, they also had a surplus that Wayne and Dave decided to put up on the Animusic store for free. And it sold out immediately. So most of the time, you're going to have a lot of tough luck finding this thing all by itself. But there's a third place where you can find this thing that nobody's ever really talked about. And that is in these things. There's these like little Christmas DVD, CD gift sets that comes with like 4 discs. And in a lot of these, including this one, which I got brand new off eBay, comes with the Animusic demo DVD as a free bonus. So I bought this thing for like $13 at most, still in the shrink wrap, to ensure I would get a brand new demo DVD along with it. And again, not to mention, it is a little neat to have some random Christmas DVD with an Animusic Starship Groove I cannot talk. Animusic Starship Groove robot printed on the back. It's a little weird yet unique piece in the collection, but that's where I got my demo DVD from. All right, now that all the video and audio stuff is out of the way, here are the 2 t-shirts that they put on the website a while back. So the first one is this one, which has like a rectangular image of Future Retro on it. That has this like squiggly edge right here. It is a little awkward that they chose to do it like this instead of the way they chose to do the Animusic 2 shirt, which is a much better design in my opinion. But these Animusic 1 shirts nowadays do tend to be a lot more rare than the Animusic 2 shirts. But then again, shirts from Animusic in general, if they're official, you're lucky enough to find somebody selling one of these. Then on the back, they have the logo. And then here's the Animusic 2 shirt that has basically what's on the front of the DVD, where it's got the little logo down here, new computer animation video album, this red line, the 2 Starship Groove bots, and the Animusic 2 logo. Now, I think this is much better design than the first one because it doesn't have this giant, weird, awkward rectangle on it, and I feel like these transparent PNGs of all the different elements on here is a much better idea than having this giant funky rectangle on it. I think this is a much better design. And then, of course, just like the last one, there's the logo on the back. And yeah, that's pretty much everything I own in my Animusic collection. Although I am still waiting on the DVD, CD, not DVD, the Blu-ray, the CD, and the anthology CD of Animusic, which should be releasing, I think, at the end of the year, or heck, maybe even early next year. Really soon. I hope I'll see them soon. But aside from that, that's all I've got in my Animusic collection. For anybody who decided to stop by and watch, I appreciate you taking the time. I'm trying to get to whatever I can right now, which isn't saying much considering how much I'm under at the moment. Because school's been a lot. Anyhow, appreciate y'all for sticking with me. Stay crunchy.